Sitting here with head wrestling coach Justin Ensign. Coach Ensign, you just finished your first open tournament of the season. How do you feel about your guys and their first performances of the year?
Overall, I think I'm pretty much pleased with the performance. I don't think we're truly satisfied. We didn't have a champ. Nobody won their last match. That's a big thing in wrestling. You always want to finish strong. You want to start well, but that's how you finish. That's a big part of it. I think the event as a whole ran smooth. The guys are doing a good job breaking down, tearing it up, doing that sort of thing. But a lot of guys, it was good. The first college match ever, and they went out and won their first match. That's big for them. Lets them know that they can compete on their level. Some of the freshmen, a lot of the upperclassmen, they've starting to come in their own. Win more matches than they did last year at this event, so that's good for them too.
Let's talk about your senior, Cody Gillenwater. Wrestled at 133 today. I think, is he going to see that weight more often, or is he going to try to stick around 141? And talk about his performance today. He went 3-1, placed second.
Well, Cody's definitely committed to going 133, and we'll see if that's the best for our team. But as of right now, he stepped up. We had 3 other guys in the weight today, and he did the best out of all of them. So that kind of tells you where he's at with that. He committed to the weight early. He spent the offseason getting down early, getting it under control early, and he's leading by example that way, showing the younger guys this is how you watch weight, this is the proper way to diet, that sort of thing. But his performance today, that was a pretty tough bracket. There were some, Mizzou had 3 or 4 really solid guys there. Their starter was there. Central Oklahoma had some good kids there. Looking at it, it was a pretty deep weight, and from his second match on, he was challenged the whole way, and he really responded to that. He didn't really finish strong. His last match, I think that lay off in time might have looked a little worn out, but wasn't quite ready to go or something. That's something we'll go back and evaluate. But overall, with the day, I'm really pleased with his performance, and I think he can take a lot from it and be confident moving forward with how he's going to do. Because he's being a senior, he's not been in the lineup, so I think it's good for him. He's always been behind Corey Bloodgood, and I think he's really adjusting to a new weight, and I expect a lot out of him.
A couple of other notes to touch on here. Johnny Cloutier at 149 went 3-2. Russell Naylor went 3-2 at 157. Willie Russell finished 3-3 on the day with 6th place at 174. Between those 3 guys, do you see an emerging starter, an emerging star for any of those guys?
Well, definitely. Those guys have all, they've all redshirted before, and they're all in their 3rd or 4th years of school, and they've been with the program. So they're really, they weren't maybe not all of them. They weren't the best high school wrestlers in the world, but they've really, stuck strong with the program. Even though I wasn't the head coach, I've been here, so I know what they've been through, and they've gotten better going along, and they're really starting to show a little bit of it. There's obviously they didn't, finish as high as they could. Willie, I think this was the first college tournament he placed in, and I think that's something to be excited about. He beat some really good kids. But, at the end of it, like I said, he didn't win his last match. He ended 6th. He didn't finish, so I think he could have bounced back a little better and finished a little stronger. But mistakes he was making, there's stuff that's very fixable, and he's definitely shown a lot of maturity. He's, not making the same mistakes he was making last year. He's definitely improved a lot. And the other guys, too, I think Johnny and Russell coming off red shirts, where when you're a red shirt, it's all on your own. I think they're excited to be back competing attached, wearing the red and black, and and they're also in roles where some guys have graduated in their weight, so there's a lot more opportunity in front of them. So I definitely think there's potential for those guys definitely to be in the lineup long term. So.
Okay, thank you, Coach. We're looking forward to your you guys' next meet, and that is an open tournament, I believe, again.
Yes, we're going to the Kaufman Brand Open. It's called. It's at the University of Nebraska Omaha. It's a real big one. There's going to be a lot of teams there, but it's also freshman sophomore division we're going to put a lot of young guys in that, and then there's an open division for all age. So I think it'll be a good grinder to see where we're at. It's probably going to be a tougher, longer day. So I think this is a good start. But next week, we gotta up our game a little bit if we're going to compete with some of the big boys. And like I said, it's at Nebraska Omaha. They're the #1 team in the nation right now. So I think it'll be good to go see those guys and see them early, so we know how to prepare for them moving forward.
Thank you, Coach Ensign. Good luck.